Okay, this is my neighbor's rabbit. His name is, Poncho, and he is a really good rabbit. That little black thing is the doe. The doe, usually you hear it in other videos and passages and paragraphs. But always put the doe into the buck's cage. Do not put the buck in the doe's cage, or else it'll get distracted sometimes and won't breed with her. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you want to have a litter of baby rabbits, just like I am going to do, in 29 days, you have to be prepared and have one of these and have lettuce, carrots, and pellets and hay, which I don't got yet. And even though I don't got the hay, I will eventually. So let's just have a good time with our rabbits and see how when they usually only have 4 teeth, that is always, and never breed the sister to the brother, or else the babies could come out deformed, with only 3 legs, 1 ear, and only 1 eye and 2 teeth. The reason why that is because up there, he made it. God made it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to have usually the litter is not called a litter like a dog to a cat and all that kind of stuff. Not a dog to a cat breeds, but dog-cat litter, dog whatever. They usually have kits. Well, just like always, squirrels, rabbits, and all those kind of rodents eat the sack off the babies. Like I was saying, my doe up there is pregnant right now because the buck right here, which is the neighbor's pet, is really, really, really trying to breed with her, but she is in a mood right now that is kind of happy and kind of mad and kind of not in the mood for breeding. So always make sure you have one of these containers, how when they suck on it, on that little knob right there, make sure you turn it to 30 ounces. Not all the way to 2 ounces, or else they won't get enough water. Make sure they have clean material like paper. Make sure you have lots and lots of paper and hay in there, because when they get bored, they rip up paper. Sometimes you can put wooden blocks in there. Do not put any plastic or glass things in there, because they could break it. It could get stuck on their throats. But wood, it doesn't get stuck in their throats, because wood is made out of the cage. I made my cage like this, so did my dad. He helped. And we have all this stuff like lettuce, cabbage, carrots, and we have to take that thing out of here, and you see how the buck's ears raised it up, because he likes those sounds. And always, when the kits from the doe are born, they usually litters are called kits, just like I said, and they can have up to 3 all the way up to 15 kits. And like I said again, never breed the sister or brother, or else the rabbit, the kits will be deformed, like with only 3 legs, 1 eye, or 1 ear, or another leg, or another ear, or, well, it's impossible to have another eye, but it could happen, or 2 teeth, or 5 teeth. And always, like I always said, I'm just saying it twice or 3 times so you won't forget. Make sure you have it all the way to 30 ounces. Make sure you have paper, straw, hay, nutrients, and pellets, and blankets in there. And also clean up their urine and bacteria that they leave, because they could leave lots and lots and lots and lots of bacteria, because they travel around. And right now I'm trying to get my rabbits to drink out of this, because they don't know how, because they're wild rabbits right now. And like
smell that water.
Yeah, like my dad said, right now they could smell this water. That's why I have this clear water bottle, because they can see the water moving in it. Always make sure you have it to 30 ounces, like I said twice. Do not put it on any of these other dials. Make sure when you get home from school or college or high school, whatever, and always make sure you check on your rabbits. Always clean up the paper, and you have to, if you have boxes, they have to get out of the cage, because the doe and the buck needs enough room, and the doe needs enough room where she will have her babies on the 31st day, and she can have it between 1 year and up. They live for a little while, and they usually, we're going to talk about the skull. They usually have a broad head. They're usually they're curious animals. And sometimes does and bucks don't get along, so if they don't, well, don't breed them together, because you know what will happen. Because if the female gets on top of the male, they ain't trying to breed, she's beating him up, and that is not how they breed. And like I said, this is the second time, do not put glass objects or plastic objects in the cage, because they could get stuck in their throat and get in their paws or claws, whatever. Because always have wooden blocks or any kind of material that is not like these, or glass like this lamp I'm using. So always make sure that your rabbits are safe and sound with you, and always remove the doe when when they're done breeding, and never put the doe never put the buck in the doe's cage, because he'll be marking territory, his territory. And if you have a water, like a bowl in the corners or in the middle of the cage, the buck will come over to the water bowl and use the bathroom in it, mark his territory, and you'll be too busy focusing on that instead of focusing on the female, which is the doe, and not breeding with her, and you won't have any kids. You can only breed them once a year. You have to give their body a rest, because they are mature animals. They're like squirrels and all that, but they do not have eggs like birds. Well, my lamp went out, so hope you see me on YouTube again. This was Madeline Servant on 2016 House. Have a good rabbit time. Make sure you listen to me. See you later.